Over 4 videos now, we have been arguing for the inclusion of 40 new characters we would love to see in Super Smash Bros. Switch. But what about the roster for Smash 4 or Brawl for that matter? Yes, we are always excited to see what newcomers will make their way into the game, but sometimes we need to defend what we have. After all, as the old saying goes, we are not able to appreciate what we have until it is lost. So today, we will count down 10 endangered characters that were in previous Smash games that we want to see return inside Super Smash Bros. Switch. You're not able to appreciate what you have until you have lost it. Nothing in Smash can describe this feeling better than when we learned that Ice Climbers along with Solid Snake would not return for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Now we all know why Snake didn't come back for Smash 4 or will return in Smash Switch. But the Ice Climbers are a whole different tale. For one, they are first-party Nintendo characters going all the way back to the Nintendo Entertainment System. Then you have the fact that the Ice Climbers were found in both Melee and Brawl. Now we know that the reason for their exclusion for Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U is the former, which simply couldn't handle the technicality of the character. That is understood and accepted, Mr. Sakurai, but what will not be forgiven is if the Ice Climbers don't make a comeback in Super Smash Bros. Switch. There are no excuses this time around. You are only dealing with one version, and there are no technical limitations in the way. So bring the climbers back to Smash. This trailer was awesome back in 2014, and it still looks clean for 2018. Please, Pokemon Switch, be like this. Moving on. Every generation has a favorite fully evolved starter. Charizard in Gen 1, Dekijui most recently in Gen 7, and before that, Greninja in Gen 6. This Pokemon was great in X and Y, the XYZ anime, and naturally Super Smash Bros. 4. But despite all of this, the reveal of Greninja caused an outcry for Mewtwo. In retrospect, we know that this was unnecessary, as it was pretty much a given after the removal of Pokemon Trainer that more than one new Pokemon had to be included in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Greninja was the perfect representation of Generation 6 last time, and will be it again inside Super Smash Bros. Switch alongside Lucario, Dekijui, this one's bound to happen, and something from Pokemon Switch. Then we have Mewtwo. The reveal reaction by Etika made this Pokemon's return unforgettable. But even so, Mewtwo is a Melee legend in Smash that we hope will never die. Sakurai, you did good after Brawl. So this time around, make sure to bring the Psychic Master back so we avoid a repeat of the torture from 2014.
Let's dance, boys!
Calm down as we explain our position. We love Bayonetta as a character. Both of her excellent games are on the Wii U, and the Nintendo Switch is getting the gritty third sequel sometime in the near future. It is hard to say how incredibly happy we were when we learned that she won the Smash ballot in Europe. Next time, America, don't vote for Goku and Shrek. I know I didn't. I voted for Bayonetta. Be like me. But even so, we can't deny that she is kind of broken in Smash and was, for fair reasons, banned from tournaments. So why not tweak her moveset, Sakurai? Just make her a little less OP. Ask Hideki Kamiya,
and especially all the cute babes,
for 1 or 2 moves and a skin from Bayonetta 3, and voila! We have a witch who isn't as much hated as Meta Knight was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Speaking of, you balanced Meta Knight for Super Smash Bros. 4, so why not fix Bayonetta for Super Smash Bros. Switch? If we can't have Banjo-Kazooie, then we will put back in Duck Hunt Dog and Duck. We believe that was the reasoning behind the inclusion. or the fact that Duck Hunt is an icon from the early NES days. Duck Hunt was one of the most entertaining characters in Super Smash Bros. 4 and the only dual character. Surprising how they pulled him off and not characters like Pokemon Trainer or the Ice Climbers. What else is there to say about Duck Hunt? Just bring him back. And we believe that the only thing that could prevent this from happening is if Banjo and Kazooie stormed into Smash to take their spot. We have seen greater miracles happen, so nothing is impossible when it comes to Smash, as long as it revolves around game characters. Fox and Falco, Final Destination, no items, have been the subject of memes since competitive Smash Melee took over. The characters might be more famous for their Smash movesets than their R-Wing skills, a popularity that definitely must have been well imprinted into Sakurai's excellent brain. As with Brawl, he gave us a third rightful character from the Star Fox universe. A dark character who in the best installments in the series served the greater evil. Needless to say, a rarity in an otherwise hero-based Smash roster. So why didn't Wolf return in Smash 4? Like, for real, he was the only Nintendo character from Brawl, along with the Ice Climbers, who didn't sneak his way on the Wii U and 3DS through DLC. It speaks for itself that Starwolf should make a return in the much more dark and sinister looking Super Smash Bros. Switch, as he would be an anti-hero. A perfect fit to replace Dark Pit while not taking away a spot from, say, a real antagonist like King K. Rool. Check out our Donkey Kong timeline and you will know why. Oh, you definitely do, Shulk. Though it must have been painful to foresee that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would not only outsell your game, but any game in the Xeno saga. Joking aside, Shulk was one of the greatest reveals for Super Smash Bros. 4. The Guara Plain stage and music from Xenoblade Chronicles was definitely a great asset to the game. Now, however, with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 out, we are standing at a turning point. There is no secret that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has a stronger resume to deliver for inclusion, seeing that the game is a Nintendo Switch exclusive, has gathered support like no other Xenoblade prior, and has 3 characters that can either be individual characters on their own, or combined together into one. Still, we have a feeling that Sakurai will not leave Shulk in the dust and rather expand the Xenoblade cast in Smash, as this is not your typical third-party character with, say, 1 or 2 games on Nintendo systems and many more on others, but where the entire franchise, Xenoblade Chronicles, not the Xeno series, has been exclusive to Nintendo systems from day one. This one is a little tricky since we all want to keep Charizard as a separate character in Super Smash Bros. Switch, but hear us out. Pokemon Trainer was one of the stranger inclusions in Brawl, who, at the same time, made sense. Obviously you didn't exactly play as Pokemon Trainer, he was just a tool for swapping between Charizard, Squirtle, and Ivysaur on the battlefield. Even so, we see a chance of an iteration of the trainer making a comeback, and it is tied to 2 words: Pokemon Switch. This might sound crazy, as we know nothing official, unverified rumors don't count, about the Pokemon RPG for Nintendo Switch. But if it is correct that it is coming this year or early in 2019, that'll say that we haven't seen the protagonist and the starters, then we wouldn't be surprised if Smash could be the stage to, in a shocking twist, first reveal the mid and final evolution form of 2 or the starter Pokemon in Pokemon Switch. The Final Fantasy VII Remake might be in development hell for the moment, so it might be a while until we see Cloud in a AAA video game again. That is, until he is found in Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch. But why should a character that has essentially had all of his greatest titles on systems belonging to Nintendo's by far greatest rival? Same as why he was included as a DLC character in the first place. His status as Mr. Square Enix and the face of the Final Fantasy brand. That, and the opportunities he created for future Super Smash Bros. Inclusions. His moveset is top tier, his stage Midgard a spectacle to behold, mostly thanks, but at the same time despite intrusive stage hazard summons. Cloud Strife is a match made in heaven for Smash and has to return if Mewtwo King is to remain at the top of his game. That and making it possible for characters such as Sora and Crash Bandicoot to enter the roster in Super Smash Bros. Switch. Pac-Man is a freaking icon, but his stage in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U sucked. No lies here. We are known as the honest and humble realm for a reason. Still, Pac-Man has to return in Super Smash Bros. Switch. Yes, his track record over the years has been rocky at best, but having Pac-Man fighting Mario and some other video game icons on the same stage was just an unreal moment to behold. We are talking about video game gods here, who no matter what will remain a part of history long after we are all gone. As such, Mr. Sakurai has no other option but to convince the higher-ups at Bandai Namco to bring Pac-Man back, with a much better stage for another beating in gaming's greatest brawler. Enough said. Placing number 1 and 2 on this list was hard, but at the end of the day, we had to ask, which character left the greatest impact on Super Smash Bros. 4? And despite having the by far worst stage hazard in the game, the reveal of Mega Man as the first third-party character confirmed for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS was unreal. Mega Man was the Solid Snake of Super Smash Bros. 4, being the big last announcement character during the reveal of each game that made everyone go nuts. Now, we all know what happened afterwards between Konami and Hideo Kojima, so it was understandable that Snake didn't return for Smash 4 and will nowhere be seen in Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. Luckily, the situation is quite the opposite for Mega Man, who is getting a new installment in Mega Man 11 later this year, and as such, it would be idiotic for Capcom to take him out of the roster. No, Mega Man will and must be back for Super Smash Bros. Switch, reused assets or not. He is just too iconic and relevant these days. This goes in particular for his presence on the Nintendo Switch, where close to all of his best games will be found through the Mega Man and Mega Man X collections, and then obviously Mega Man 11. This is the reason why Mega Man and not Ryu is representing Capcom on this list. And there you have it. The top 10 characters that might be at risk to not return, but definitely deserve another round in the ring. Did we miss anyone? Then make sure to write them down in the comment section below. Make sure to like and share and comment to spread this video, and if you are new, subscribe and press the notification bell to be alerted about all our future Nintendo Switch, Super Smash Bros. Switch, and Pokemon Switch videos leading up to E3 2018 and far beyond.
Finally, we want to inform that Conrad will be attending Retrospelmessen and host a panel with Dexter Swede this Saturday at 12:00 CET at Runehallen in Sandefjord, Norway. And to all Norwegians out there, don't worry, as Joseph will be coming over to Oslo in the change of June, July, after meeting up with me and all of you at E3 and later in New York as a build-up to a great European Nintendo hype train this summer. All of this and all our productions are made possible in part thanks to our gracious patrons, including Patreon Royal Producer Kenyatta Ali. If you want to contribute financially to the realm, then patreon.com/commonrealm is the place for you. Until the next Super Smash Bros. Video, this was the Commonwealth Realm, and these are the winners of our Nintendo Brand Ambassador Game Code giveaway.